Hey everyone, like I made a Roku here. So I decided that I was going to do some more stuff, like make another video on Cookout RP. Um, I know the last time I was just like in a fishing boat and all that was on as one of my other characters. I'm actually on as Roku. Oh my god, I have so many freaking names. I did not know that I have that many names. In my phone. Anyways, but Roku is pretty much my main character on Cookout RP. She is the one that has the biggest storyline. And like, as much as I like having multiple characters, I think with the V3 coming out, a Cookout next month, I'm going to stick to Roku and Roku alone. Because of what her story is and everything. Plus, I'm interested to see how, like, I decided to RP a little different on this server. And have, like, a whole relationship thing going on. The problem is, Roku's boyfriend is totally from a different gang than she's part of. She's in one group. They're kind of... They're not your normal gang, I guess you can say. But they are a group and they are a family. And, Roku's boyfriend is a part of another gang. So far, the two gangs don't have anything against each other. And, like, in hopes, like, it won't ever come to that point of the two gangs having something against each other. But if it does, I'm kind of interested where Roku embodies relationships can actually take them. Like, I really haven't seen any of my group around. My friend Monty is probably like the only one that knows about me and Bobby freaking Roku's ex-boyfriend knows about her and Bobby. And Roku's friend Karen knows about Bobby. Plus anybody that's seen the two of them hanging out. This truck used to be purple. But I was all like, I know I'm using this as drugs, so it don't need to be anything fancier than matte black. I actually am collecting ingredients. Like I'm actually collecting ingredients for a certain drug, I guess you can say. Oh no, YouTube's been really weird on their terms, and I know a lot of people have been saying stuff like, oh, don't say that. So I don't know exactly what I can and cannot say. I'm actually recording this during the day, and I'm kind of shocked because it's quiet enough that I can actually record a video. If I go silent, it's probably because my background's loud. So, but I will keep recording. But I've been keeping myself busy, like with next month being Cookout V3. Like there's people on, like in the city, but not as many as there used to be because I think everybody's waiting for V3. Because it's like, even I get told sometimes by some people, it's like, why are you even bothering working on stuff and getting more money when they're going to wipe everything for V3? And a lot of people don't understand is I grew up with GTA, so of course I'm going to be playing Fivem non-stop. Like, why should I stop playing Fivem just because there's going to be a wipe and a newer version of the city is going to come out? I'm actually excited for the newer version of the city, because it's supposed to bring so much more gang system. Businesses are going to be done differently. Gangs are going to actually have turfs that they can claim and stuff, from what I remember from the community meeting. The house and script is all new. Like, you can own like warehouses and I forget all the stuff that you said in the meeting. But I guess you can own warehouses, you can own motels, you can rent out the freaking rooms of the hotels. So I'm kind of like excited to see all the new things that V2 does not have. Now, the funny thing about Roku is actually a month ago is when she started getting into the criminal side of stuff. And, I know when she was hanging out with her boyfriend one day, and she met up with Monty, like, they were just joking around saying about how nobody would never expect Roku to be a dealer because my record is squeaky clean on this server. Not even a speeding ticket. Though I have done things that should have been like, oh no, she did this. But yeah, I'm just collecting ingredients. You should see my Mirror Park house. Like, I'm kind of scared for people to see my Mirror Park house. I think Roku's X is on the server, well, in the city. I still have to catch myself. Like, I've been really trying hard to keep myself from saying, like, things like server and players and all that stuff. I mean, this server has taught me a lot with, like, the RP and co-war reports and that, and still sometimes I slip. I just hope, like, people don't hold it against me for slipping because my mind can just be blah. Yep, well, there goes more stress. She is stressing. And this is, like, what's cool about this stuff is, you don't always get everything you want. Sorry if I keep going quiet. I keep watching, Discord because I get a lot of different, like, DMs and stuff. I have a friend that's starting up a new server, I guess, next Friday. So depending how that goes, I might also, record on that server too. Splinter Chaos is slowly being worked on. Me and my actual real life boyfriend have been talking about things and what we want to do with the server, what we want to take away from it, what we want to add to it. So it's still a work in progress. I know I sent that teaser video a few weeks ago with Splinter Chaos, and that was just my version of Roku there. That's still the old Roku. I don't know. Even though I have Roku on all these servers, like mine's, she will be on Rising Sun, and even here on Cookout. She has a different life for each. And it's actually fun because she has a very interesting life on this city, in this city. Like, I cannot believe the way that she revolted. And now, because she evolved so much, now I'm gonna have, like, any city that I put Roku in, I'm going to have to like work around that, like, not work around it, but like, not work around it. I just have to figure out how to add her new life into everything, basically. Like, this is the first time that Roku been a part of a group, like a gang or a group. She's actually with a group called the Organization. I mean no, wow, or her group is like an organization. It's not your regular like street gang and shit like that. And like, these guys are fun to hang out with. But she's with a group that's called the Corporation. And they're kind of like, I don't know what you want to call them. They're kind of like a mafia cartel. Yeah, they're like a mafia cartel type thing. I don't know, they're a fun group. Like, we have people that do everything. Sadly, most of them are not going to fly into the city until V3 is out. Kinda sad, but it is what it is. I'm gonna make the best of this city. I mean, even if it's just me on. There's fishing, there's doing what I'm doing now, which is gathering supplies to make certain stuff that is not so good. There's research. I haven't really been recycling because nobody in the corporation has been on. So, don't really have the means to recycle and bring resources in. I eventually want to get into like house robberies and store robberies and bank robberies, even if it's just like a background person to make sure everything goes good. I kind of hope they get rid of the scoreboard. I'm not going to lie. Because, like, right now... Okay, so there's two of us on. So at least I'm not the only one on. I'm still trying to decide if I want to stream Twitch yet. I mean, I wouldn't mind streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, but probably Twitch more. I also thought about maybe making a Kick account and streaming on there too. Oh no, I'm really excited for V3. And I'm excited for my other friend's server too. I am officially done with the zombie apocalypse servers. The last one that I was a part of, the freaking owners or management team couldn't get along with each other. And you had like these two adults ganging up on a kid, and I don't know, it was just really stupid. The kid that was the one doing all the deving actually came to me and was like, yeah, I'm done. He's like, I'm done with Fivem. I'm not dealing with this stuff anymore. And I closed down the server. I was like, okay, do you. I mean, I don't blame him. The fact that two people that I put trust in have a dark side of freaking bossing a kid around kind of is like disappointing. Not only that, but I slowly started falling out of that group. I mean, they come in chat every now and then, but if I don't DM them, they pretty much don't bother with me. So yeah, I will not be doing apocalypse servers no more. There was only one good one, and that one is now dead and is never coming back. I even ended up leaving all the Discords for that. Like, I ended up leaving all the Discords for that freaking server. Good server. And have fun with it, everything. Oh, excuse me. God, I did not mean to yawn. But, it was a good server. It really was a good server. And it's kind of sad that it's been up for 5 years, and now it's like, nope, we're done. But it's understandable. I don't hold it against the people that decided to shut it down. I mean, being a server owner myself, it is very stressful. Like, very freaking stressful. And when it's just one, like when you only have one dev, and then it really comes bad. Anyways. So eventually you will see Splinter Chaos again. And you will see a new server called Rising Sun RP. But for now, it's definitely going to be Cookout. And as long as this city does not become toxic, I will stay. So far, I don't have an issue with anybody. I get along with everyone. Staff has always been nice to me. I never talked to the owner of the server, but he seems pretty chill. Um, I have like tons of friends, like everybody that I ever met in the city have been like super freaking nice. Trying to think of what I want to label this freaking video. I guess Roku getting into trouble. Something like that. I wish more people were awake. I know that when I was fishing yesterday with one of my characters, um, I had one of the cops come over to me, and he was just going on a rant about the police first. Like, I guess, like everything to do with the department in this city. Like, saying things about how the old one only wants to fly in when he's drinking or something. The O2 is the only one that he respects because she works her ass off to get shit done in the city. Him and a few others, I guess, are planning, like, thinking about quitting the police force because of, I don't know, he said something about favoritism and stuff like that. Who knows? But it's one of the reasons why I don't do police stuff in servers. Now, on Splinter, I do have a DOJ character that is a private investigator. She is higher than all of the departments and pretty much on the FBI level, I guess you could say. But that's because I don't freaking like being in departments. When it comes to Fivems, I think the most toxic group of people are the police. Like, there are some good ones, don't get me wrong. There is actually some good police out there that can RP right. But when you're just going to, like, cut a, I guess the win cops, I don't like. The cops that always have to win, and if they don't win, they start crying and bitching. Like, they're just the ones that, like, they're just the ones that, I don't know how to say it. They are just the ones that, like, annoy me because they don't want to RP. They just want to throw criminals behind the bar. I have never met somebody like my friend Big Nasty that would do a full-on investigation. Like, okay, this girl seems like the whole Ava Walker thing. I wish I had that in recording, but at the time I didn't want to record stuff. I was still trying to get over my stage fright of recording. And I wish I would have recorded Eva's story. Because I got tired of just like when you think of like a police state chase and all that stuff, like you hope that the cops RP everything out and take it serious, and unless it's already the way that this city works with cop wise, unless it's like already scripted and you tell the staff or you tell the police like, hey, this is what I want to do for this storyline, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's very wishy-washy, if you ask me. Like, I mean, it is very wishy-washy. Or what the cop was telling me yesterday, that it's very high school schoolyard or schoolyard something. I forget the term he used. I don't know. Like, I understand that this is a game and all, and not to take everything like serious. But at the same time, it's like, actually RP. Be creative. As I said, like right now, what Roku's doing. I don't know. V2 is pretty cool. I actually like Cookout V2. But I really think more will come in V3 next month. I just hope they add pets. The problem is there's only one pet script that I like. And that's the one that Splinter Chaos has. The fact that you can have like different breeds and everything, like German Shepherds, Pit Bulls, I think Boston Terriers, I'm not 100%, I think that, I don't know if they're the little English Bulldogs or if they're Boston Terriers, I forget. But then you have like different cat breeds. And you can like dress them up and you can get them beds and food, and like for the cats you can put them in like these little backpacks and carry the cats on your back. Or for the dogs they have like the little baby carrier things that you put their forepaws in. Like I'm really hoping that like that's one of the things I miss about Splinter Chaos is the scripts that I bought for that place. Like there's just so much to do. Because the way that I see it is, for a city, you need to have something for everybody. You need the gang stuff, you need the Civ stuff, you need the And don't make it freaking grindy. I mean, I understand about not making things too easy that you can buy whatever you want. But when it's grindy to the point that you spend 2 freaking months in the in the recycling center and only get 1.5 mil, like seriously, 2 freaking months just to get 1.5 mil. It's a little ridiculous to me. Now, yes, I probably could have did other stuff than do recycling, but that's the problem. Recycling was the best paying job. Fill up 10 cars, go up to the guy, sell it, and you get 5K. Or you sell it to other players, and then you get like 600K or 800K. To change those blue lights. That is giving me a headache. Oh yeah, you can't see the map anymore. Yeah, I set up my Streamlabs different. I decided to go with the like a made in Roku. As I said before, a lot of people don't know that like it means werewolf in a whole different term, but I'd rather use the word like in a werewolf. Just sounds so much formal. So my little icon now is pretty much like my style of Roku with a wolf now. I don't know, whenever I think of the name like a mini Roku, I think of a person that like she's pretty much on her own and that her only friends are the wolves that she keeps company. And then, like, in their eyes, like, in her eyes, the wolves are her protectors. I don't know. It's weird because the name actually, I've been using the name, like, Roku Kanno for years. I'm talking maybe 20, maybe more years. And Maiden actually comes from Inuyasha, which is one of my all-time favorite animes because of Kikyo. I feel like motion blur's on. I hope motion blur's not on. Hold on, I gotta check MVE for a minute. I'm really hoping motion blur's not on, but I'm feeling a little like nauseous. No, it's disable. I don't know why I'm feeling nauseous. I didn't pass it. Wait. Oh my god, I can't see. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I have to actually look at Streamlabs because I can't see it. On my, like, what you guys see in the video is dark. Like, you can actually see. On my screen, I can barely even see the yellow. With how, like, Darker Nights. I like Darker Nights, but man, does it blind me. See, you guys can see this. I can barely see this in my on my screen. I'm also thinking about maybe getting a new mic to try and see if I can cancel out a lot of the noise in my background. Like, I'm sorry if it always sounds like there's like air or fans running. I know that I tried to keep my computer as cool as possible. I am so tired of buying brand new computers. I guess I probably could have fixed my old one for cheaper than what I bought for the new one. But I like having an updated system. So I think I'm done with updated systems for the time being. Let's see, how much do I have now? I have that much of that. I'm gonna hit up more of that. I have to watch out because my Mirror Park house is really full. And you can only have like one storage in your house. Supposedly, with the V3, you can have more storage in your houses. So if that's like actually if that's a real thing, then I'm not going to worry about it. Roku actually has 2 houses, and then she also like has access to 2 other people's houses. But yeah, usually I'm like fishing or something, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna gather ingredients so I can make, so that I have it when I need it. Like, I literally took out all my, big, like, inventory vehicles and went to the furnaces and bought, like, a bunch of stuff just to keep at my house, just so I don't have to run to the furnaces. because being with my group, we have a dude that actually goes and finds all the locations to the people. And out of respect for him, I want to go there as less as possible because I don't want somebody to follow me to one of the locations if they keep seeing me go back to that location. And I notice that people do watch in the city. Because, like I was saying, like some of the friends I met, there was this one person named Ty or something. But he's part of the Playboy group. And he always used to come in and call me like Queen of Recycling or something. Because that's where he always found me. Just doing recycling. So he used to sit there and literally call me Queen of Recycling. Oh, I almost hit that. Supposedly there's supposed to be a new mechanic strip too in V3. I don't know, they're like during the community meeting, all the stuff that I was hearing about V3 sounds like freaking amazing. Like, yeah, I know that there's some people that are not happy because you have to start over, but I mean, I'll do it. I'm going to be careful with which house I get though, and like which house I go for and which house I'm going to be careful with the cars and the houses, or the house. And I know I probably should not jump down there, but I just am too lazy to walk to the steps. Should I actually take a break from this? In a good term, I ended up getting the new Star Wars game. I actually have fun with it. The thing that annoys the crap out of me is the data lock thing. Oh my god, that thing annoys me. Like, I know that you're supposed to, like, hit the thing with the rhythm, but I've never been good at time events. Never. And I literally stopped playing games because of time events. other game that I got was the casting of Frank Stone. That game is freaking amazing. It has like a old school like horror thing. Like it literally has like an old school horror thing, and I freaking enjoyed the hell out of it. So now do that. Okay, actually, I'm almost. Might as well finish these last bottles. What I should do is. Actually, what I'm going to do is. Holy crap! I'm going to take some of this stuff back to my New York Park house. I mean, you will see what I mean by I've been collecting supplies. So pretty much, I will just show you. This stuff sells for like an ounce, and you use this to sell it. And one of these will get sold, and it can be anywhere from 5 to 6K. Which is really cool. And that's what I'm collecting the ingredients for. I think it took me almost 2 days. Well, it took me 2 days to get like 85 ounces, and as you can see, I only have 19 left. I don't like the dam. This is shady. You have no idea how many times I freaking speed up this road and went off the cliff, either in the water or this area. You're probably about to see something that I don't usually show people. But yeah, I've been busy. I've been very busy. This is what happens when you leave a grinder. Teach somebody that knows how to freaking grind and don't mind grinding. So that means I have to take this little thing off.
Hey dude, what's up? Just one hit got me high as shit.
Good for you, mister.
Come on, dude, I'll pay you back next week.
Might have to get rid of some of the ingredients. Because I don't think all this shit's gonna fit. Oh no. Okay. So, well, it's a waste of money, but I need to drop some of this stuff. Because I still have other ingredients I need to get. So I am dropping some of this stuff to only 600 instead of 700. So I need to fill these up to at least over 200 each. I need to get this more. Gonna drop this shit down to 5. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that stuff down to 5. So that way I can actually make better. All these bags will disappear. I'm actually gonna drop this down. Oh my god, stop it. Okay, there we go. That should be enough to finish what I've been doing at the frickin' then I have to go get more iron. I do have some more. Maybe I'll go get more iron, take a break from doing the, what you call it? I only have 180 left. I might go back to the power plant. Then we got actually, I think I'm gonna go run some laps around. These two people on. So, okay, so you're about to see something here. This city is known as a stop and go, meaning when you come to a red light, like, make sure nobody's coming and you can just go. I don't know if it's gonna stay a stop and go city, but hopefully. Yeah, they also have like wallets that, like, for all your cards you can put your wallets in. Wow, I said that wrong. They have it in this city where you can get a wallet and you can put all your cards in that wallet so that you're not taking up so much inventory space. And then they also have a backpack that you can get just so that you can have more just so that you can have more space and carry more stuff. Not sure what the cement is used for. I'm most likely going to drop the cement than any of the resources because I'm only after the stack line. Like, I know it's kind of boring just listening to me probably talk and watching me just mostly loot the power plant and construction yard. Never had an issue with the police coming to me over here. Like, I don't think it alerts them, or they just never check here. Now, what I don't like about it is it's kind of shady because this is very open and all the stuff is on the edge where if a cop does drive by, like, who knows if I'm ever gonna have Bobby in any of my recordings. Bobby's usually on later than mostly everybody else. But that dude's a freaking sweetheart. He actually, like, he was actually like telling me that it was actually his friend Maeve that told him, like, hey, go talk to her, because he seen me at recycling and he never said anything. And when he started showing up at recycling, that's when the zombie server opened. So for like a whole month I played the zombie, like for almost like 2 whole weeks I played the zombie server. Not gonna lie, kind of feel like I wasted my time. If you don't have time to make a server, then don't make one. Because servers need a lot of love and care. But I went to play on there for 2 weeks. Like, get on here and then go on there. And I guess he noticed that, like, I started disappearing. So the next time he ended up seeing me, like, it was kind of funny. Like, it was just really funny. Took me by surprise because I never had anybody hit on my characters ever. And he's like, don't take this the wrong way. Or, sorry if I'm overstepping the line, but you're gorgeous. And then that, like, started this whole thing. Now, at the time, when he asked Roku the first time if she had a boyfriend, like, Roku actually did have a boyfriend. And the problem was that boyfriend was not flying in to the city. So Roku was pretty much left by herself, wondering if like she should move on or should not. So after the person that played that boyfriend is like, oh, I'm not flying in anymore, I'm like, okay, well, Roku's moving on. She's going to take it that you left her, and instead of crying about it, just move on. So, with Bobby, they actually started talking before Roku ended up in the group that she's in. And they, like, the only time they talked was in the recycling center. And I guess he did go to his leaders of his group and was going to ask if Roku could join them. Which, I mean, I wouldn't mind joining Seaside. They're a fun group of people. They're chill as hell, and like they are literally chill as hell. I'm actually kind of glad that I got to know Dean and Ange more. But what happened was, oh, excuse me. Like, what happened was Roku's pretty much been on her own, and Bobby's saying all these sweet things. Then Roku ends up joining the corporation and ends up getting into other things and not seeing Bobby at all. And it wasn't until, like, she was fishing one day, she ran into Bobby once again. They chat a little bit, and then I forget what happened, but then they ended up having, I don't know if I had to leave for Liberty Mark or what, but it was a short chat, and then she ended up seeing Bobby again at Dean and Angie's wedding, where she actually was hanging out with Bobby. And then after Dean and Angie's wedding, Roku finally gave Bobby her number, and well, I guess you can say they exchanged numbers, and then after they exchanged numbers, the one time, like, Roku actually reached out to him and was like, hey, we should hang out more. So they ended up meeting down at the pier, and they were just hanging out. And then that led to the whole, like, hey, go park your car in the garage and you can hang out with me if you want. So I actually was, like, riding around with him in his truck. Then we had to end up going to Seaside's place. And after that, it's like Bobby and Roku just hanged out. So Bobby and Roku hanged out, and then during the community meeting, like we were listening to all the stuff about V3, and I'm like, oh well, this is gonna be cool. Well, while we were listening to the stuff going on for V3, Bobby and I decided like Bobby was like showing Roku all these like new things, like areas to hang out in and whatnot. And while she was hanging out with Bobby, Roku's ex decided to join back into the community, I guess you can say. Like her ex ended up joining back into the community, and at first there's a lot of behind the scenes why Roku was worried about her ex coming back. Mostly because she was given his chop shop, and yeah, there's was a lot that she was worried about. She was afraid that it was going to be taken out on her, that the government gave her access to his chop shop when she wanted to be removed, but she didn't want to be rude to the government and be like, okay, well, oh, so she pretty much just took it over because she didn't want to be rude or bother the government, which is staff. There's too much about it. She tried running it by herself, and it did not work at all. I keep like looking because I don't know where the cops, if there's any cops on. And this is very in the fucking open. Like very in the open. Okay then. I didn't notice that my stress is really high. Okay, hold on, let me see. I'm gonna drop all this stuff. Because I'm only after that one ingredient. Because you need that line, like that stacked line, you need it for the first ingredient, for the first ingredients to make the stuff that um, you have to mix for it with the sap. So yeah, I'm like, as you can tell, Roku used to never do anything with the bad side of the city before. So it just shows you how much her character has grown. Like, it really just shows you how much her character has grown and stuff in the city. And I'm actually happy with how much she grew. Because it's actually helping me overcome a lot of my fears I had in other cities, including my own. I feel bad that I'm just talking and farming supplies. Like I said, I don't know if you can really talk about any of that, like any of the illegal stuff on YouTube. I don't know how. I mean, it's GTA. Everybody should know by now that GTA is GTA. I keep looking at the recording and it's like, damn, it's already been almost an hour and a half. Oh, interesting. This city can get so crazy sometimes. Things can get so crazy. How much? Damn. stuff, and I wonder if it's because my stress is so high. I don't know, I might cut this video short. I would have to freaking actually see if I can do some videos like when I'm actually making stuff. Like, I feel kind of bad because I've just been here grinding this stuff. This community is very nice though. So if you're looking for, like, if you're tired of bullshit servers, definitely check out Cookout. It is a 18 plus server, so just a warning on that one. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the 18 plus servers. Some of the Kid RP people are okay, but a lot of them are not okay. I actually like the RP, like I like the 18 plus servers because everybody's more mature than most. But yeah, I'll definitely be showing more Roku story. There's me and somebody else in the city, so I wonder who else is in the city. Well, I think I know who's in the city. Because I did talk to him before Storm. Anyways, but I think I'm gonna cut this short. I just wanted to like show you that I do more than just fish on this server. like I said, Roku's life is going to be interesting as shit. Like, her life is going to be very interesting. And being in the corporation, having a boyfriend from Seaside. Like, it's gonna be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. But I think what I'm going to do is, I know in my luck I'm going to turn this off and more people are going to show up because it is after, it's almost 5 p.m. in my time. So, people should soon be getting on. Soon. And if not now, definitely after the 9 p.m. storm. Kind of interested to see how they're going to end V2. Like, is it going to be a zombie apocalypse? Is it going to be like an end of the world type thing? Is it going to be like a tidal wave taking out the whole thing? Is a tornado going to rip through? Like, how are they going to go out? Like, is it going to turn into The Purge where it's going to be an all-out freaking war? Everybody for themselves. I guess it's whatever. Anyways, but I'm going to actually quit my video here. I will record more later on. But for now, I think I am going. So, later all, and have a good one. And peace out until next video.